All right, Only Murders in the building, fans. Only Murders season 4 begins tomorrow, and y'all, I got an early screener to check things out. And Only Murders fans, I'm here to report something positive. Season 4 is still a banger, y'all. I have been thoroughly enjoying these episodes and really enjoying a lot of new things about the show, including the new cast members. And also, they go back to the building a lot more this season. You know, it picks back up right after season 3, where Saz got shot, and we're investigating the murder of Saz this time. And y'all, things get dark in that first episode. I'm just gonna drop a quick hint there. When you kind of figure out what's going on, and it sets our gang on course. I really, of course, love our trio. They're sharper than ever. They're still great. Mabel, Oliver, and Charles are still fantastic characters. Really like the new characters too. I like their doubles, guys, because we saw this on Instagram on a post. Zack Galifianakis, Eugene Levy, Eva Longoria are all doubles for our trio, and I love it, guys. They're not necessarily doubles, but they're playing them in the movie based on their podcast. And Molly Shannon is like the producer of this movie, and y'all, she is sharp as a tack. She's hilarious, quick-witted, sharp humor, love it. She plays that producer role absolutely perfectly. I'm like, you can tell this woman has been in this role before. So the mystery of Saz starts to slowly unfold as the season goes through. And y'all, I'm still loving this show so much. I mean, it's got the great score, that fantastic intro. It's still got the great beats that make Only Murders in the Building great. Things don't feel like the cracks are starting to form. At least in my opinion, I'm really thoroughly enjoying the show thus far. Couple of things I can tell about this season is, at least in the front half of it, I don't see a lot of our new cast until maybe the back latter half, and I still enjoy seeing faces like Meryl Streep as Loretta, who was very cool. I mean, I really enjoyed her character in the 3rd season, but let me take you to the setting of this season, because yes, the gang goes to Los Angeles for this movie, but at the same time, they go back to New York to investigate Saz's murder. And for a lot of the show, at least this season, they are staying in the building a lot. Like season 3, that was the one thing that maybe I didn't quite love as much as the other seasons, is that we were away from the building for so long. I mean, the murder happened in the building and we were away from the building most of that season. This time we are back in the building a lot more, and I love being back in that setting of the Arconia. I will say too, I miss some of those side characters. You know, Howard has a bigger role this season and in season 3, so it's great to see Howard get more screen time. I love that character, love the actor, and I love having him with the group. But I think that we miss some of those older characters. You know, the doorman makes an appearance again, but not as much. We don't really have Nina. Remember when Bonnie passed the building onto her? We don't really see her that much. We don't see like Lucy or any of the other characters that we've seen, at least thus far. I'm only about 7 episodes in. So we don't quite see some of those staple Arconia characters, Ursula, and I know they're traded out for like bigger counterparts like Eugene Levy and all of those new characters. But I really do kind of miss some of those Arconia neighbors who were just like so funny and goofy. The Jamaican lady in the first season. The Jamaican lady in the first season. Some of those characters were just so cool and funny in the show that I do miss them at this point in the series, but I do still think this show has the sharp writing that's continuing to go. There's twists and turns in the season that I didn't see coming. I will admit, guys, I still have not figured out who's done it, and I feel like they've maybe dropped some hints here and there. They've definitely thrown a red herring toward the 7th episode. There's a red herring thrown in there as to like somebody who may have done it or may not have done it. And then there's also this new gang of neighbors in the building on another side of the building, which includes Kumail Nanjiani's character and other cast members as well, new cast members. And I really like this goofy kind of found family that the west side of the Arconia building has formed. It's some neighbors that they haven't really interacted with as much, and they formed kind of like this family bond, even though there's only one family involved. And there's like something to uncover with those people, but I won't quite say what. I don't want to spoil, but there's definitely a mystery going on with them as well. And I noticed that these characters are super like kooky and wacky, but same with the side characters that we're used to with the Arconia, so it's nothing completely out of the ordinary for some weirdos to be in the Arconia. And I just really enjoyed this season so far. Like I said though, I feel like I'm missing some of those earlier side characters. I'm glad we're back to the building as well. I think if we're looking in terms of ranking, I can't quite rank it yet. I will say Melissa McCarthy, this is my favorite role of hers since Bridesmaids. I think she plays the perfect role for herself, but I think that she plays a perfect character for her acting. Like, I think that this character works perfectly for her. And yeah, bringing Loretta back, always a great choice. I love Meryl Streep, she's awesome. Howard getting a bigger role, even more so in 3 and 4. I'm really enjoying that as well. Eva Longoria, Eugene Levy, and Zack Galifianakis, they kind of like pop in and pop out. I feel like their characters didn't get quite as much in that first half, but I think they're going to get a lot more in like these latter half of the episodes because they start popping up a little bit later in the season, so be prepared for that. I don't quite want to spoil, so I won't go too deep into the season, but there's some darker stuff that happens this season that I really enjoy, and they also address some of the plot holes that we were thinking about. I'm not gonna drop exactly what they address, but there are some mysteries throughout the show that we've thought about. Think about Winnie and think about the notes on the door in the first season. There's some things that are addressed that I'm so happy that they circle back around to, because watching the show, there were a couple of things that I thought, okay, when are we gonna get back to that? When are we gonna address the note, Winnie, what happened there? And they do sort of address some of those things. Man, I'm really enjoying this season though, guys. Like, so far it's sharp. I'm really enjoying it. You've got these 2 director characters who remind me very much of like a pair of maybe like A24 auteur directors who are supposed to be directing the movie, the Only Murders in the Building movie, which has Mabel, Oliver, and Charles's life all on screen. And man, I am just over the moon with this season so far. I am really liking it. I really gotta know who did it, guys. I gotta know. I don't know, and they are throwing us through a loop, y'all. There's been a couple of red herrings throughout the season of like, could be that person, could be that person, and now they're saying, oh, it's maybe somebody involved with the movie, so is it one of the 3 new actors? I don't think it is. Man, there's so many twists and turns coming. I cannot wait to see who the actual murderer is, because I don't know who the murderer is, guys, but there's also something deeper to Saz's murder as well. Some kind of deeper underbelly. Remember, she was going to tell Charles something. Something's important here, and I want to get to the bottom of it, y'all, but you gotta let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you started Only Murders in the Building, let me know, what do you think about it? And hey, come on back after the first episode and let's chop it up about what happened in that episode, because y'all, I'm gonna have some more video coverage for the season, so come on back to the channel, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. My name is Leo Rydell, and we talk the latest in movies, TV, Marvel, and DC, so come on back, and we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.